There's nothing like watching a movie get done the old-fashioned way. From the deepest reaches of space to a whole lot of fake vomit, there are some effects that a computer just can't replicate. Some of your favorite movies, TV shows, and even music videos got ambitious in 2018. Here are the 10 coolest practical effects of 2018. The prehistoric megalodon, of course, was a work of CGI, but a lot of the damage the shark caused was not. In one scene, they actually rolled a boat over, and while a lot of the movie wasn't actually shot in the open ocean, the cast still had to do a lot of work underwater in a massive tank in New Zealand. The Jurassic franchise has a history of seamlessly mixing CGI and practical effects. Fallen Kingdom was no exception. Blue, the heroic velociraptor, came to life in a few scenes in the form of an animatronic, and in some scenes as a puppet. Meanwhile, the legendary T-Rex was also there on set. To prepare for the scene, Bryce Dallas Howard actually had to learn how to ride the immense creature. And while the Indoraptor was a mostly CGI creature, a mechanical head and arm were created to properly terrify the cast. This masterful superhero entry went all out to create its villain, Killmonger, played by Michael B. Jordan. The actor was covered in around 3,000 prosthetic dots. In addition, the River Tribe Elder characters were given prosthetic lip plates. The Star Wars saga has a storied history of using practical effects. To capture the Kessel Run in Solo, a simulator became a stand-in for the deepest reaches of outer space. Screens surrounding the ship projected moving images of hyperspace. Many of those shots, amazingly, were good enough that they actually ended up in the movie. On set, this all looks something like an amusement park ride. The basketball comedy, based off a popular Pepsi commercial, turned several current and former NBA stars into old men. Kyrie Irving went through hours of makeup and prosthetic work to play the titular character, as did Shaq, Reggie Miller, and Nate Robinson. One of the unique challenges for the movie's makeup artist was to ensure that the makeup didn't fall right off the actors' faces during the basketball scenes. One of the year's funniest gross-out comedies went all out for its most disgusting gag. For a scene involving communal projectile vomit, the special effects team got the cast to actually puke. Well, sort of. They made a smoothie-like concoction of fake vomit. The actors then spit it out through tubes attached to their mouths. Pixar might have turned the entire world towards computer animation, but traditional forms of animating haven't disappeared. Stop motion isn't going anywhere. Early Man, made by the team best known for Wallace and Gromit, used claymation to bring prehistoric times to life. A team of 23 model makers brought 273 puppets to life, with each individual puppet taking more than 10 weeks to make. Wes Anderson's second stop-motion feature, following the masterful Fantastic Mr. Fox, was equally eye-popping, and even more ambitious than his earlier film. While Fantastic Mr. Fox had about 370 puppets, they were working with 1,105 puppets in Isle of Dogs. Many of the puppets were covered in fur, which provides a unique challenge to stop-motion animators. It makes it harder to replace the four-legged characters' facial expressions. Fractured FX, the special effects team behind much of Westworld Season 2, did a stellar job this year. Among their most impressive feats were the drone hosts, Maeve's grisly neck wounds, and a samurai host who lost part of his head. This year, Ariana Grande elevated both her songs and the music videos that accompanied them to a whole new level. This was especially evident in the music video for her hit song, No Tears Left to Cry. In the music video, she rotates around a spinning hallway. To pull this off, they actually built a massive rotating corridor. In addition, Grande also had to get a life cast done so they could create multiple masks of her face. Some of it, of course, needed a little bit of computer-generated wizardry.